that is kind of what is at the centre of Walinda Lingo. We use a mixture of mixed methods, so we use qualitative and quantitative, traditional methods for data collation, so surveys, observations, interviews, but then we also rely on anthropological methods and forms of data collation like ethnographies to really preserve and capture unique cultural realities and societal realities that don't really fit into simply recounting stories or experiences or replicating trials or studies over different communities. And we hope that by doing that, we can translate those stories into policy briefs, into SDG implementation goals for businesses and governments and foreign institutions, but also find a way to translate those stories into policy objectives and recommendations for policymakers, UN institutions and governments that really meaningfully includes and respects the sanctity of non-Western cultures and stories. And that's kind of the hope of that, is that as part of the commitments that were made at COP26 to really recognise the role of Indigenous and Global South and rural communities in being stalwarts and being stewards in the fight towards climate change, that we can also shift the dialogue and the narrative away from Western-led solutions to development crises and give Global South representatives, Indigenous people, rural communities, refugees, a more central part in telling their stories and also navigating system change across Africa, the Pacific